Well, another new movie trailer has come and gone, and once again, I want to talk about my concerns. This time, however, it's for an animated movie. I'm worried about Batman: The Long Halloween. Batman: The Long Halloween, if you don't know, is a very famous comic series written by Jeff Loeb and drawn by Tim Sale. It is easily one of the best Batman stories ever told, so it was only a matter of time before it was adapted into animation. Now, the first thing I noticed while watching the trailer is that the art style isn't adapted from Tim Sale at all, which is a shame because I would have really liked to see this Joker in animated form. It would have been creepy and amazing, and I was honestly looking forward to it when this film was announced. Another thing that stands out to me, and this is actually positive, is the amazing voice cast. I mean, just listen to David Dastmalchian as the Calendar Man.
There's lots of crazy out there.
Literal chills. I love Dastmalchian, and honestly, if I were you, I'd keep an eye on him. This is his 4th DC project he's worked on, including the Suicide Squad movie, and he's always had a breakout role. And then, of course, the person everybody's looking forward to hearing, Jensen the Nerd Ackles as the voice of Batman. Ackles, who you may know from Supernatural, voiced Jason Todd a while ago, so this seems like a natural progression of things, and it's really nice to see his two very different takes side by side.
You want to rule them by fear, but what do you do with the ones who aren't afraid? I'm doing what you won't. I'm taking them out.
So it's a coin flip.
So far, I've only talked about one concern and one thing I'm actually looking forward to, but now I think it's about time I address the elephant in the room. Yes, this movie is going to be a two-parter, with the first half coming out in the summer and the second half coming out in the fall. Now, this could actually be viewed as a good thing, as it means that the people working on this movie want to give the story justice and don't want to rush it. But 2 feature-length films will be roughly around 3 hours, with at least a 2-month gap in between those 2 films. That's a pretty hefty commitment for a mystery thriller the majority of the audience already knows the plot to. Which makes me really worried they're gonna do to this what they did to Batman Hush. Batman Hush was another great Batman mystery adapted into animation, and it was told very accurately up until the last 15 minutes. To keep the audience surprised, the studio changed the identity of the killer without changing any other part of the movie, all for one big gotcha moment. And it left many audience members, myself included, feeling unfulfilled. Now, the trailer for the first half of The Long Halloween actually seems to be very accurate to the source material, so this 2-part movie could go one of 2 ways in my eyes. 1. It remains true to the source material the entire way through. It's predictable for the most part, but may still be a very good adaptation. And 2. They have a big new twist in the second movie that's not in the original story that derails the experience and leaves us feeling confused and unfulfilled. Or maybe, very, very slight chance, maybe they pull off a brand new twist and it's actually executed well, but I doubt it. Either way, I'm somehow still very excited. The movie so far looks great, and I'm just worried about its final execution. But hey, if the movie ends up being a big success, who knows? Maybe 10 years down the line, they'll re-release it as a choose-your-own-adventure and we get to decide what happens. Nah, that sounds way too far-fetched. They would never do that.